two items for pre-bid conference. We may ask the secretariats to please admit all prospective bidders for these two projects. Number one is the procurement of the new Aeronautical Information System, AIS system. Bid number 254307 Bravo with the ABC of 300 million pesos. End user is AIS, Mr. Chair. With this, Mr. Chair, we may now proceed with a brief presentation of the project to be led by the end user. Mr. Chair, before we start, may we respectfully request each prospective bidder to type their name on the chat box and the company they are representing while the presentation is ongoing. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. We will now present the procurement of new AIS system for AIS.
I-acknowledge ka muna yung mga present na proponent. Present.
We may respectfully request all prospective bidders who are currently admitted to this Google meeting or to this proceeding to please type in your name and the company you are representing to the chat box for records purposes. Thank you.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So as a project background, the primary goal of this project is to replace the outdated AIS system used in the Air Traffic Management Center or the ATMC, which is no longer reliable, causing potential risk to air navigation, safety, and efficiency. The new system aims to ensure the compliance with ICAO standards and improve air traffic management capabilities. So the acquisition of the new AIS system, Aeronautical Information Management System, is essential to address the challenges arising from the aging legacy AIS system currently in use at the ATM Center. The existing system has reached its end of life, leading to reliability issues and malfunctions. So the challenges and risks: the outdated system no longer meets the ICAO standards, posing risk to air navigation safety and efficiency. Securing a new AIS-AM system is crucial to ensure uninterrupted and dependable aeronautical information services that meet global standards. So the primary objective, for safety and efficiency, the system will support safe and efficient management of air traffic by providing reliable aeronautical information, facilitating better design, decision-making for air traffic controllers, pilots, and aviation professionals. Compliance with standards. The system will align with ICAO standards, particularly Annex 4 and 15, ensuring interoperability with other AM systems. For integration and interoperability, the system will enable seamless integration with existing platforms and support data exchange with aviation stakeholders through standardized APIs. Scalability and flexibility, the system will provide a scalable solution to accommodate future air traffic growth and adapt to changing regulation and user needs. Enhanced user experience is a priority, offering intuitive interfaces for both technical and non-technical users. Robust security measures. Robust security measures will protect the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of aeronautical data, ensuring compliance with data protection regulations. So the project title is Procurement of Aeronautical Information Service System with a budget of 300 million Philippine peso. The time frame for delivery required is within 548 days. Source of funding is the corporate operating budget of Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. Okay. So for eligible bidders, only bids from bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. Foreign ownership exceeding to those allowed under the rules may participate when the goods sought to be procured are not available from local suppliers. Pursuant to Section 24.4.1.3 of the 2016 revised IRR, RA 9184, the bidder shall have a single largest completed contract, SLCC, that is at least one contract similar to the project, the value of which adjusted to the current prices using a PSA Consumer Price Index must be at least equivalent to for the procurement of non-expandable supplies and services. The bidder must completed in a single contract that is similar to this project, equivalent to at least 50% of the approved budget for the contract. Bidder shall comply with the eligibility criteria under Section 23.4.1 of the 2016 IRR RA 9184. For the terms of payment, so for the first payment will be 40% after the critical design review, and the second payment of 30% of the total contract cost after a successful completion of the factory acceptance test. The third payment of 30% of total contract cost after completion and final acceptance. The payment of contract price shall be made in Philippine currency. So these are the scheduled requirements for the new AS system. I'll just go with the important specifications, sir, Mr. Chair. So for the supply delivery, installation training, migration, and maintenance of new AM system consisting of, number one is the AXM Central Database with mechanism for worldwide data actualization, electronic AIP or the Aeronautical Information Publication, charting, aeronautical charts, digital NOTAM, the Electronic Terrain and Obstacle Data Solution or ETOD, aerodrome mapping, which is the AMDB, and AS with Internet Briefing and IWIXIM for swim capable system. This one. Oh. Okay. For correction, with the delivered week months, it's 548 days. For the technical specification, under the AM system, it shall have a data origination, provide a web interface portal for data originators to input and manage aeronautical data. So under also AM system is the data management. Ensure compliance with AXM 5.1 standard. So as shown, this is the specification for data management. So supported data in ETOD should be the Excel, CSV, XML, as well as in the AMDB. For AM system, we have the electronic AIP. This will utilize an innovative, centralized, and secured architecture based on the market-leading content management system or EMS. So ensure full compliance with Eurocontrol EAP specifications. Under AM system, number 4 is charting. So to simplify and accelerate the chart production process, capable to manage resolution and database-driven data information in accordance to user requirement. facilitate compliance upgrades to ICAO Annexes 4, 6, 14, and 15. Number 5 is digital NOTAM. Distribute digital NOTAMs through both legacy AMH network and SWIM services. Number 6 is flight plan management, flight plan processing, validation, and distribution. Still under AM system is data users. This will provide a portal for data users to access published AS products, including NOTAM, EAAP, as well as the aeronautical charts. Acceptance testing. So, still under the acceptance testing, as shown. So, number 9 is training under the AM system. So, to provide comprehensive on-site operational training for each functional section with a dedicated number of training days for each as follows. For NOTAM, it's 10 days. For data management, 15. For AFP, 15 days. Charting, 15 days. And flight plan management, 5 days. Each training session shall accommodate 5 participants per section. Provide a 5-day maintenance training program specifically designed for 10 participants from CNS ATM personnel. Still under training, upon the successful completion of the training, each participant shall be issued certificate of successful completion, duly signed.
For all prospective bidders, please be informed that all questions and queries will be entertained after the presentation po. Thank you.
So, under training, the certificate must be issued within 5 working days following the completion of the training and serve as an official record of participants' attendance and successful completion of the course. Still under AM system, system redundancy, implement system redundancy to ensure continuous operation and data availability. Workstations, number 11, to provide the latest server hardware supporting the latest stable software used in the AM AIS. Will provide 18 workstations for Manila, provide workstations for remote sites, and use the latest operating system and use of latest input-output devices. Number 12, the network devices. Routers, if applicable, in the design with sufficient processing power, memory, and interface options to handle network traffic. So the specification for the workstations and network devices are stated in the bid documents. After-sales support services, over 24/7 service desk support for operations. Ensure comprehensive after-sales support. System lifespan. AM system is expected to have an operational lifespan of at least 10 years. To achieve these following requirements must be met. Hardware longevity and support. Still under the system lifespan, system scalability and flexibility. As shown, the system must designed with scalability and flexibility in mind, allowing for integration of new technologies and replacement of outdated hardware without significant reconfiguration or downtime. For documentation, solution architecture documentation, provide detailed documentation of the solution architecture, including diagrams and descriptions of key components and interactions. Provide user guide, installation and maintenance guide, and transition guide. 16 is compliance and standards. The AM system must comply with Annex 15, Annex 4, Annex 6, document ICAO, document 8697, PAN-CAM 166, document 8126, EU Regulation 73-2010. So, Eurocontrol specification for AIP, for static data, aeronautical data, guidelines of aeronautical data process, guidelines and implementation of safety support, assessment for ASAM. Under extended warranty, the supplier must provide an extended warranty period of 1 year from the completion of the standard 1-year defects, liability, and 1-year warranty period. The extended warranty must include the following conditions. So coverage of the extended warranty, all hardware components, servers, workstation, and network devices, and software system ensuring continuous functionality and addressing defects that may arise due to material or malfunctioning flaws. Regular software updates, security patches, and system performance enhancement must be provided through the extended warranty period. Support services, the supplier must offer 24/7 support for troubleshooting, technical assistance throughout the extended warranty period. Replacement and upgrade, any hardware component deemed irreparable or obsolete must be replaced with new or upgraded component that ensure compatibility with current system and no additional cost during the warranty period. So for extended warranty requirements, documentation and reporting, exclusion, the warranty must clearly state any exclusions such as damage caused by unauthorized modification, natural disaster, or misuse outside the agreed operational parameters. For security measures, we have the data protection, implement end-to-end encryption for data and rest in transit to protect sensitive aeronautical information from unauthorized access. Utilize roles-based access control to ensure that only authorized personnel can access specific data in the system. Network security, deploy firewalls and intrusion detection systems to monitor and protect the network from unauthorized access and potential threats. Use of VPNs, the virtual private network, to secure remote access to the AM system, ensuring data is transmitted securely over public networks. So for another security measures for system security, ensure that all system components, including software and hardware, receive regular updates and patches for the duration of the 1-year defects liability period, the 1-year warranty. This includes updates to address security vulnerabilities and improve system performance. Data integrity, implement comprehensive audit trails to track all access and modification of aeronautical data, ensure the audit logs are securely stored and regularly reviewed. Establish regular data backup procedures and ensure that backup to ensure the successful delivery of the AIM system. So for project management, the contractor shall assign a dedicated project manager who will oversee all day-to-day activities of the project. The contractor shall develop and maintain detailed project schedule outlining all major milestones, deadlines, and dependencies. The project schedule shall be updated regularly to reflect the current status of any changes. For project management, again, the contractor shall create and maintain a risk register that identifies potential risk, assess their likelihood and impact, and outlines mitigation strategies. For communication management, the contractor shall develop a communication plan that outlines the frequency, format, and audience for project updates. The contractor shall ensure all stakeholders are informed and engaged throughout the project by providing regular updates and opportunities for feedback, particularly during critical phases such as design, testing, and deployment. For quality management, the contractor shall develop a quality assurance plan that defines the processes and standards for ensure the quality of all project deliverables. Monitoring and reporting, the contractor shall provide regular progress reports detailing updates and milestone risk, issues, and any changes to the project plan. So, the bidding will be conducted through an open and competitive bidding procedures. Use a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in 2016 of the revised rules and regulation of Republic Act 9184. The bidding is open to all interested bidders, whether local or foreign, subject to conditions for eligibility provided in the IRR of RA 9184. Prospective bidders may obtain further information from CAAP and inspect the bidding documents to address the given below during 8 to 5 p.m. at the BAC office. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired in the interest bidders on July 4, 2025 until the deadline of submission of bid from the given address on the website below, and upon payment of the applicable fee of bidding document pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 50,000, the procuring entity shall allow the bidder to present its proof of payment for the fees in person. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the PhilJEPs and the CAAP website. Bids must be duly received in the BAC Secretariat through manual submission, so the address, and or before 23 of July 2025 at 9:30 a.m. All bid must be accompanied by a bid security in any acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. Bid opening shall be on 23 July 2025 at 9:30 a.m. at the third floor, Supply Procurement Building, Old Main Road, Pasay City, or via Google Meet. So the CAAP reserves the right to reject all the bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 IRR of 9184. Upon payment of the bid document, bidder must provide their respective email address to the BAC Secretariat. All communications, including but not limited to notices, resolution, and replies, among others, will be sent to the email address provided by the bidders. The date such email was sent shall be considered the date of receipt of the bidders for the purpose of complying with the requirements under RA 9184. So this recommendation is for posting of the procurement opportunity for bidding as required in section. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, sir, for the presentation. We will now proceed. The floor is now open for any questions or clarifications from all prospective bidders submitted online. But first, may we respectfully remind each prospective bidder to please state your name and the company you represent before raising your questions nor clarifications. Thank you. Starting with Ms. Hazel Yap. Yes, ma'am, you are recognized po.
Hi, good morning. This is Hazel Yap with Indra. Just two questions. The first, in the technical specifications that were being read earlier, I believe there were some differences. For example, with the number of days of the training, I think what was flashed and read on screen was based on the original bidding documents from last year. So there were some items where there are fewer days. For example, data management and I believe AIP are 15 days. And currently in this set of bid documents, it was 10 days. So I just wanted to confirm that we just follow what is in the bid documents that are posted right now. That's the first. And the second question, the submission date of July 23 is a bit, it's a bit early and it won't be enough time for us to prepare all the documentary requirements. So we just wanted to check if we can request for an extension. Thank you.
To answer your question, ma'am, for the delivery period, it should be 548 days instead of the 365 stated in the technical specification. The number of training days, I think, is 15 days.
I think what was being...
Ms. Hazel, allow me to respond to your queries.
Okay.
This is Norik from the Technical Working Group. Regarding your clarification being sought about the differences on what was presented or read earlier during the presentation, for clarification, please refer to the posted bid documents in the CAAP website for this bidding project. We admit that there were some differences to the texts that were presented in this conference, so please do refer to the one that was posted in the CAAP website and PhilJEPs as well. As for the requested extension of submission of bids, we do advise all prospective bidders, well, not only Indra, to have all your queries or your clarifications or questions with regards to the project, have it in written request submitted to the
Okay, thank you very
secretariat.
much. Yes, we will send our queries in writing after the pre-bid conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions or clarifications from the admitted bidder? Yes, Sir Lilian, you're recognized, sir.
Good morning, everyone. So thank you for the presentation. So Lilian Despujos with Thales. So I have a few questions. So the very first one is looking at the requirements. We have noticed that in terms of duration of training, there are a little bit of inconsistencies between what is mentioned page 43 and what is mentioned in page 62. So for example, in page 43, in terms of training duration for data management, we have 10 days, while in page 62, we have 15 days. Same thing for the AIP training, we have 10 days, page 43, and 15 days, page 62. Same thing for charting. So that's my question is, which one should we follow at the end of the day due to this inconsistency in the requirements? So that's my question number one. My question number two, it's regarding the administrative documents to be submitted. So because we have eventually some, as you know, local branches and parent companies abroad, do we need, for example, to apostille letters of financial support to our branch company when the letter comes from abroad? Because we have seen that what is requested in terms of apostille is when the documents are written. If the documents are written in English, there is no need of an apostille. Same thing, for example, for reference letters from customers to be provided. If they are provided abroad, despite being in English, do we still need to apostille these letters or not? And as per my counterpart as well, same question is indeed the deadline is pretty short. So we will require an extension, as you mentioned, by written request. That's it on my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilian, for all your questions. First, on the training requirement, the end user, together with the technical working group, will look into any discrepancies that were seen or raised during this conference, and we will issue the necessary bid bulletin to correct those inconsistencies. For the apostille requirement, just for everybody's information, the purpose of the apostille is to define or describe the authenticity of the submitted documents, not for any English translation. It would be a separate matter. I hope that is clear to everyone. And then for the third concern on the extension of the submission of their bid, yes, please do so. Have your request in written format. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Just to clarify the apostille, so it means that all documents coming from overseas need to be apostilled, right? That's what you mean?
Yes, Lilian.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's clear.
Thank you. Yes, Mrs. Isabel Flores, you are recognized.
Good morning. Good morning. My question is there an alternative to apostille? Because apostille really takes time. It's like 1 to 2 weeks. Will there be an alternative like in other projects with CAAP? Like it could be notarized, or the apostille could be done during post-qualification? Hello?
Ms. Isabella Flores, just for records purposes, you are from or representing what company?
I'm sorry. I'm Isabella Flores, representing HTEC Corporation.
H-Tech. Regarding your concern about the processing duration of the apostille documents, we might be issuing a bid bulletin to allow the submission of the apostille documents during the post-qualification, considering that it is a major concern of almost every prospective bidders of this project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more interested bidders who wishes to raise their concerns or clarifications regarding this project? Calling once. Twice. All right. Thank you for the presentation. Just a few reminders. Any questions or clarifications not raised today may still be submitted in writing to the BAC through the Secretariat before the deadline stated in the bidding documents. Any supplemental bid bulletins, if necessary, will be issued to address concerns raised and will form part of the bidding documents. Well, sir, ma'am, that concludes our pre-bid conference for the project Procurement of New Aeronautical Information Service AIS System, bid number 254307, Bravo, with ABC of 300 million pesos.
If I may add, Mr. Chair, before we conclude the conference, just to add on the information on the deadline of submission of those clarifications and questions, please have them submitted 10 days before the scheduled submission and opening of our bids. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, next on the agenda,
Yes, please.
2.2, supply and delivery of 10 watts VHF AM radio transceivers for various airports with bid number 254407, Bravo, with ABC of 12,450,000 pesos. Secretariat, we may please admit all interested prospective bidder to the proceeding. For all prospective bidders who wishes to leave, you are now excused and not interested in this project. You may leave na po. You are excused. We will now proceed with the presentation of the project supply and delivery of 10 watts VHF AM radio transceivers for various airports by the end user.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. May we present to you the pre-bid conference for the project supply and delivery of 10 watts VHF AM radio transceivers for various airports with an ABC of 12,450,000 pesos. Source of fund approved APP FY 2025 communication equipment with APP code 1-06-05-070-2834. CBA number 25-04-522 dated April 21, 2025. The duration of the project is 240 calendar days and the mode of procurement is competitive bidding. So our radio transceivers in airports provide reliable communication between ground control, air traffic controllers, and pilots.
For all interested bidders, prospective bidders for this project, may we request to type in your name in the chat box and the company you are representing. Thank you.
Invitation to bid. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, through the CAAP Corporate Operating Budget for FY 2025, intends to apply the sum of 12,450,000 pesos, being the ABC to payments under the contract bid number 25-44-07 Bravo, Bids received in excess of the ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The CAAP now invites bids for the above procurement project. Delivery of the goods is required within 240 calendar days. Bidders should have completed within 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2 for the instructions to bidders. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens or sole proprietorships, partnerships, or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines, and to citizens or organizations of a country the laws or regulations of which grant similar rights or privileges to Filipino citizens. Prospective bidders may obtain further information from BAC Secretariat of CAAP Pasay City and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday except declared holidays and suspension of work. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders until deadline of submission of bid from the given address and websites below upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents, pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 25,000 pesos. The procuring entity shall allow the bidder to present its proof of payment for the fees through email. Bids must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat through manual submission at the office address on or before July 23, 2025 at 9:30 in the morning. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. Bid opening shall be on 23 July 2025 at 9:30 a.m. at the given address. The CAAP reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with Sections 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. For further information, please refer to Engineer Leandro R. Varquez, the Head BAC Secretariat, CAAP, and you may visit the following websites: philjeps.gov.ph and caap.gov.ph. For the instruction to bidders, Clause 5 for the eligible bidders. Pursuant to Section 23.4.1.3 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184, the bidder shall have an SLCC that is at least one contract similar to the project, the value of which, adjusted to current prices using the PSAS CPI, must be at least equivalent to at least 25% of the ABC. For this purpose, there is a correction. It must be 50% of the ABC. And for this purpose, contracts similar to the project shall be supply and delivery of VHF AM air band radio communications equipment, completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Clause 7 subcontracts. The procuring entity has prescribed the subcontracting is not allowed. Number 10, documents comprising the bid eligibility and technical components. 10.1, the first envelope shall contain the eligibility and technical documents of the bid as specified in Section 8. Bidders are required to include in the following the technical documents: certificate of authorized distributorship from the manufacturer of the brand offered, and printed copy of the datasheet or brochure with complete specification downloadable from the internet or official webpage of the manufacturer. Bid prices. The price of the goods shall be quoted DDP CAAP Mia Road, Pasay City, or the applicable Incoterms for this project. For the bid security, The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. The amount of not less than 249,000 pesos, which is equivalent to 2% of ABC. If bid security is in cash, cashier's or manager's check, bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit, or the amount of not less than 622,500, which is equivalent to 5% of ABC. Sealing and marking of bids. Each page thereof shall be initialed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical, and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form, for example, page 3 of 100. Each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second components of its bid. Per CAAP memorandum dated 17 September 2018, a certification under oath attesting that they have no pending cases against the government in addition to the eligibility requirements for bidders as prescribed under IRR of RA 9184, and the legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP enforcement. Detailed evaluation and comparison of bids. So for this one, the project having several items shall be awarded as one contract as follows. 15 units of 10 watts VHF AM transceiver, including power supply, coaxial cables, dynamic handheld press-to-talk microphone, antenna and mounting hardware, and other items included in the standard package, amounting to 12,450,000 pesos. For post-qualification within a non-extendable period of 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that it submitted the lowest calculated bid, the bidder shall submit its latest income and business tax return filed and paid through the BIR, EFPS, and other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the BDS. So for clause 20.2, the purposes of post-qualification, these are the following documents: latest income and business tax returns, business licenses and permits required by law, latest audited financial statements, proof of completion of the SLCC as identified in the statement of SLCC, which shall be a verifiable copy of the contract, purchase order, or framework agreement, and any of the following documents: corresponding sales invoices, official receipt or cash receipt or collection receipt, or certificate of completion, certificate of acceptance. And proof and other evidence of the bidder's statement of compliance with technical specifications as required under Section 7, the technical specifications. Certificate of authorized distributorship from the manufacturer of the goods being offered. For the signing of the contract, no further instructions. Special conditions. 2.1, no advance payment. 2.2, full payment upon completion and acceptance of the end user. For the inspection and tests, the inspections and tests that will be conducted shall include, but not limited to, physical inspection and inventory, or whatever additional tests that the technical inspection team may require. The delivery and documents applicable to this contract are delivered at the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, ANS Logistics Office, Pasay City. Delivery of the goods shall be made by the supplier in accordance with the terms specified in Section 6 for the Schedule of Requirements. The procuring entity's representative at the project site is Ms. Miraflor V. Andaya, CNS System Officer 4, CNS Met Monitoring and Inspection Division under the Air Navigation Operations Department. For the packaging, please refer to the slide. Schedule of requirements, 15 units of 10 watts VHF AM transceiver, including power supply, coaxial cables, dynamic handheld press-to-talk microphone, antenna, and mounting hardware and other items included in the standard package, delivered within 240 calendar days. Technical specifications, please refer to the slide. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a correction on the bid datasheet entry for ITB Clause 15. It was mentioned earlier that there is a pagination requirement because of the mandatory word shall. But just a correction, the one that is published in the bidding document is more like a recommendatory statement rather than a requirement. We advise or encourage our prospective bidders to have their submitted bids initialed, although not really a strict requirement, to facilitate the expeditious evaluation of your submitted bids. That would be all, Mr. Chair. We are now opening the floor for any questions or clarifications regarding the project. Thank you.
Yes, Alexis Lance Reyes, you are recognized.
Yes, good day, sir and ma'am. Naririnig po ba, sir?
Yes, sir. Go ahead po. Please state your name and the company you represent, sir.
Yes, good day, ma'am and sir. This is Alex Reyes from Wireless Link Technologies, Inc. I would like to ask for clarification regarding is an NTC license is required for this project? And the other question is the delivery and testing of the equipment will be conducted across 15 various airports in the Philippines? That's all, sir.
Hello, sir. For your question number one, no. It doesn't need an NTC license. And for the number two, no. No, also for the delivery and operational testing. The testing will be conducted in the Technical Center building at CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City.
Noted, ma'am. Thank you.
Any more interested bidder? Yes, sir. John Philip, please state your name, the company you represent. You are recognized po.
Hi everyone, good morning. John Philip Ordiliano from Commerce International Corporation. I would like to raise clarification regarding the similar project required for this bid. It states here, supply and delivery of VHF AM airband radio communications equipment. Would it be possible if communication equipment is allowed as a single completed contract for this project?
Hello, sir. Good morning. So for this project, this is only specified for aviation and the frequencies would be within 118 to 136.975 megahertz for the airband frequencies.
So, hindi siya pwede.
Yes, sir. Hindi po siya pwede, sir.
Pero I would like to highlight that the main purpose po kasi di ba nung single largest natin is for the communication itself. And we also have a communication equipment that meets that objective of the tender. But it's just happened that it works on a different frequency band. But for the sole purpose of the project is andun naman po. Would that be possible or would that be allowed?
No, sir, it's not possible because this project intends only for aviation and if it's for communication, masyado po siyang broad. So that's why we specified it as airband frequencies only.
What if mapitis with VHF airband radio, but not in an AM setup?
Sir, for aviation, we actually need VHF AM for this one because we use AM para di po siya maka-interfere po sa ibang frequencies.
IKO standard.
And yun po sir yung IKO standard, sir.
So VHF digital is not as well acceptable.
Yes sir, sorry sir, it's not acceptable po.
Okay, got it po. That's all on my end. Thank you.
Thank you sir.
Thank you, sir. Any more interested bidders, prospective bidders who wishes to raise their concerns and clarifications today? Yes, sir, Mark Kenneth. Kindly state your name and the company you represent, sir. You are recognized.
Hello, good morning po. I'm Mark po from Commerce International Corporation. I only have one clarifications lang po. So for the power supply requirement, instead of DC, could you accept the use of AC power source for this device? So we can eliminate the need for a separate DC power supply.
Bank EIQ. Oh.
Sorry sir, could you please repeat the question?
For the for the power supply requirement, instead of DC yung power source po, could you accept po yung AC power source instead? So we can eliminate na rin po yung paggamit ng DC power supply.
Sir, just as gentle reminder, Sir John, sir, we kindly request all other respective bidders not recognized to please mute your mic to give chance for other bidders. Thank you. Yes, sir, Mark, please go ahead po for the question. Sorry.
Yes, sir. For the power supply requirement po, instead of DC power source po, could you accept the use of AC power supply? So, this can eliminate na rin po yung paggamit ng DC power supply.
Sir, yes, we accept as long as it's part of the package.
Okay po. Noted po. Ayun na po, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Any more interested bidders for this project who wishes to raise their concerns or clarifications today? Calling once. Twice. All right. Just a few reminders. Any questions or clarifications not raised today may still be submitted in writing to the BAC through the Secretariat 10 days before the opening of the bids, as stated in the bidding documents. Any supplemental bid bulletins, if necessary, will be issued to address concerns raised and will form part of the bidding documents. Mr. Chair, that concludes our pre-bid conference for the supply and delivery of 10 watts VHF AM radio transceivers for various airports with number 254407 Bravo with ABC of 12,450,000 pesos. The end user is ANS.
Okay, thank you.
For all prospective bidders who are admitted, you are now excused po. You may now leave the Google link po or the Google meeting. Thank you. Mr.